Okay, sorry about that. I was mid-sentence and my phone said size reached or something like that in the shutdown. But I should be okay. Uh, and so I'm just a man who believes, as for God, his way is perfect. God's way is perfect. He blessed the man and the woman. He commanded us to be fruitful and multiply. Women, we need you to fulfill that calling and that duty. Women, you need men. You need a husband. Your cat will not do. That cat cannot love you the way God created for you to be loved. And he cannot fulfill you as you were created to be fulfilled. Your calling and purpose was to meet a man's needs. That's a ministry. That's a service. To serve man. And to take him as a part of yourself. And to take a woman as a part of yourself if you're a man. This is now bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. That's what Adam said when God brought him his wife. This is my flesh. This is my body. Am I neglecting my body? Do I feed my body? Yes. Do I wash it and care for it and nurture it and baby it when it gets injury? Yes. Wife, look at that husband. That is your flesh. And so I know I'm talking about a marriage a lot today because I don't know. I woke up needing a woman. But not just any woman. The woman that my heart longs for. A woman who's a blessing, who's faithful, who will endure until the end, no matter what life brings, and say, I'm yoked to you for life. Where you lead me, I'm going to follow you. A woman who brings blessings into my life. A woman who wants to build a house. Look, I'm working on some rocks. Okay, I got a pretty nice rock collection, ladies, going on. If you like rocks and you are an aficionado of holding large and heavy stones in your hand, I have the perfect job opening available for you. But qualifications. It's hard being alone. It's hard getting older. Birthdays come and go. And you don't have anybody to spend time with. All these great ideas that I have brewing in my head and, great epiphanies on life and revelations from the Most High God. No one to talk about and say, hey, God's speaking to me about this. What do you think? An ally in the fight. A strengthening that comes from a husband and a wife, a force amplification in the spiritual war that you're in as a man and as a woman. These are blessings. But in the end, knowing what to do and doing are two different things. You know, you could be married 5 years, 10 years, know what you should be doing, but do not do it. When it comes to the ministry of a husband, of cultivating beauty and growth in the spiritual fruit of the Spirit, which God wants your bride to be a fruitful vine for you. That's what God wants. And you, when you want a glass of wine, you go to your wife as that source, as that fruitful vine that you cared for and nurtured and invested your time and energy and effort. Men, pay attention to your wives and care for their needs. Wives, submit to your husbands, because that is pleasing to the Lord. There's ministry of a wife and a divine design that fulfillment is only going to happen when a woman realizes, I was created for a purpose, to be a wife. This is that longing that's been in my heart. If you're okay being alone, you know what I mean, and you don't need anybody to hold you or touch you and encourage you and caress you and kiss you and say, you know, oh, you're sick? Don't worry, your husband's here. I'm going to care for you. I'm going to love you. I'm going to run your bath today. You know what I mean? Husbands, when's the last time you gave your wife a bath? And not just run her water. You get on your knees, get that loofah, and, you know, what else you need, honey? How can I love you? How can I care for you? Do the dishes? Oh, yeah, well. But even that is an act of love by a husband, isn't it? You know what I mean? When a husband says, I'm going to get up off this couch and sacrifice the football game or baseball game or hockey or basketball, whatever sport is drawing your attention away from your duty to pay attention to your wife. There are certain women who don't like a lot of attention. You know what I mean? I need one of those women who is okay with physical interaction. I'm talking about touch and hugging and holding, caressing and kissing and things like that. You know, but not every single woman is. Some women don't like to be touched. Why is that? That's a question that needs to be answered. You know what I mean? Because God created human beings to need the touch of other human beings. You know, and I think I spoke about this a couple days ago, about the healing power of touch. You know what I mean? When people are touching you and caring for you, and there's all types of endorphins that go off in your head, and, you know, my feel good, you know, molecules that are, there's a chain reaction of emotional, you know, chemistry going on just through the power of touch, and neglecting that. You know what I mean? It's like a vine dresser that neglects the vine. You know what I mean? And it withers and dies.